required to get interconnected with each other. So additional component is been required as pertaining to that. There are the various type of that supporting PCI or Visa interfacing slots are available, so which can be used in order to make that device connected with the system. So this is not only with the system, it is also on that board level or the card level or to that chip level. Various type of the components which are important, they require to be connected in such a way that the area should be optimized, the power consumptions pertaining to that communications that also be increased, and the power should be less. Okay, so in this case, all those different type of the components which are essentials and may be incorporated in such a way that the power consumptions of that may be optimal, and we do require to have a better communication or the fast communications while putting those together. So in this, the partitioning can be a balanced or unbalanced type. So in this case, there are the various type of the techniques that we shall go through in order to see that how does this can be implemented. So the compiler also does this. So pertaining to the resources available with the system, I will give the example of this BUD compiler, which has been used for the embedded system design, and the different type of the partitioning algorithms, which are very much essential and important to implement that. So all those graph partitioning algorithms that you may have gone through in the earlier, that will also be discussed over here. But main important thing is that in this, that a heuristic approach or the dynamic programming approach which has been applied, that can also be solved using the linear integer programming technique. The part of that may be as a leave to you to go to explore that, having a particular heuristic approach of how that can be defined in a linear programming, and how that can be applied with the various type of the constraints to give that optimal solution. Normally in this, the practical is that whatever that description of the design that we want to make pertaining to that, we do require to have a better descriptions. Normally that is referred to as a high level description of that system design, and we do require to optimize that. So all these tasks we give that to the automated tool or design software which in behind perform all these operations which we are going to discuss today over here. Now normally, as you can see, that the basic abstraction level of the description of the systems, that first we do require to define and look into that how many number of the modules that is required to be incorporated, and whether that will be sustained while keeping them together, or do we require to have the partition pertaining to that. So how many number of the partitions that it is required, that is referred to as a granularity of that system, and there are the various type of the metrics that or that constraints that is required to be taken into the account while deciding this granularity. One is that the cost estimation, that how much that cost of this, how many number of the wires that would be required in order to make the connections, how much the power that will be consumed, and what are those resources that can be shared together. So pertaining to that, the similar type of the design, the masking of the system would become then easier one, so that we can make the simpler type of the design. Because if the gate layout of that is same, in that case, why not that can be used and make that for the next type of the design or design module. So this is a simple type of the techniques which we do while making the design, and majority of this part, that is that how much that resource, whether that resources are available, and if there are the resource constraint, in that case how to make that implementations of that program or the task on that system while rearranging that task so that the resources can be optimized and computed in a lesser amount of the time. So this is what are the basic partitioning issues that we first requires to decide that how many number of the components are there, and then we require to decide that which components are important and that can be put together, and in the finalized we get this. So basically in this there are the important thing that I have already discussed. This is what has been mentioned over here, that in the abstraction level we do require to define that the type of the operations that need to be performed. So in that case the control data flow graph, or the data flow graph, or with the task and finite state machine with the data path that is required to be defined precisely, so that all those different type of the operations that need to be performed by the different type of the modules that we have gone through, that can be also modeled using the different type of that modeling technique, and we can perform those type of the operations by deciding that these are the basic type of the components that can be put together and perform that operation in the faster method. So basically, while making this granularity or making the different type of the modules and then trying to combine them together to make an optimal circuit design, that is a important task that we do while making this type of the partitioning. As I said, that this partitioning is a heuristic and dynamic and heuristic in nature. That implies that the global optimal solutions which is desirable may not be obtained while making such type of the partitioning. Every time you make, in that case, the chances are there so that the partition which you have made may not be an optimal one. So the criteria of deciding that optimal solutions requires to have the enhanced type of that algorithms which would allow us to make a better optimal solution. So normally in this Kernighan linear algorithm, Fiducia matrices algorithm, simulated linear algorithm, simulated evolution algorithms, various type of that partitioning algorithms are there. Another that for this balance type of the partitioning, other type of this Karger algorithm that is there, which requires to make a unbalanced type of the partitioning. So normally the similar type of that is being used by the BUD compiler, which is nothing but a Karger algorithm, which we do teach in a partitioning algorithms in the advanced algorithm. So normally all these different type of the algorithms which we are going to discuss, they are available with the synthesis tool, and the important thing is that in this we do require to make the criteria of this good partitioning, that implies this power, speed, power, cost, number of the pins, which is also referred to as a net list, the testability and the reliability of that, because sometimes it happens that if you combine together a part which may be heating up more, may cause the problem to the other component, adjacent component, which has been attached with this. So pertaining to that, once the power goes on and the power dissipation pertaining to that very area may become high, in that case it is there are the chances that the system may get failed. I have seen such type of the examples with the Cyrix processors once they will be produced after taking the same type of the mask which is being used by the Intel, AMD and the Cyrix. So Cyrix has tried to increase the speed compared to that with the stabilized strip which is being currently being of the processor currently being floated by the Intel and AMD. What happens is that during this speed, because that will give that speed of operations, and you know that the power is the alpha CV square F. So if you are increasing this frequency, obviously the power or dissipation of that device would increase. So we do require to, because of the same type of the layout which is having the same voltage and the same capacitance pertaining to that channel area for the transistors which are being used. In that case, the switching frequency and the operating frequency would increase the power dissipations, and I have seen that the burning of the motherboard also while if that the fan which is been mounted on the processor does not function properly, or that aluminum coil for the cooling is not perfectly connected. So such type of the problems are there which are very much important. Nowadays you might have gone through this, that this Razer type of that processors are now available, which are having this 7 nanometer type of that feature sizes. So you can think about that uh, billions of the gates, more than the 2 billion or 3 billions of the gates that will be incorporated within the single chip, and you can imagine that amount of that power that will be dissipated. So now the alternate mechanism of the liquid fluid or liquid nitrogen flowing through that processors have been proposed, which mitigate the amount of the power dissipations from that processors while performing the benchmark testing. So apparently having this type of the facility available, so we may require to look into that, having those type of the constraints available with us, how an efficient way we can make the design effective. And in this, the closeness function is also very important, where we do require to look into that. So here is an example of this, the factors or number of that factors which are referred to as a और the constraint pertaining to that, ये partition के हिसाब से भी हो सकते हैं, number of component के हिसाब से भी हो सकते हैं. तो हर एक का उसका area okay, and with the closeness, delay with the closeness, power with the closeness, so those type of the functions that can be also put into the account. So while deciding that whether that combinations with that partitioning would be effective or not. So as you can see that we do require to have a global optimal solution instead of the local optimal. So that will only be achieved with the efficient partitioning algorithms. So I will give the example of the Carnegie algorithm, Kargar algorithm, and the Burdell compiler algorithms, which has been used in order to make this type of that partitioning. मैम अभी मैं क्लास में हूँ. We will talk after a half an hour. Okay. Okay. So now, as you can see that in a entire system designs, we do have a different type of the modules, and in order to make such type of this partitioning algorithms, we do require to have first a model and the algorithm with that objective functions, which allows that whether that is matching that constraint and requires to estimate that values or the cost estimations related to that different type of the components or the object functions or the module of that particular model which we want to implement, and the algorithm decide that whether that is a suitable to switch that. So what happens that in a normal scenario, while making a balanced partitioning algorithms, we do require to have the two set of the balanced number of that nodes, and this node implies that the part of the component which may be adder, subtractor, comparator, or multiplier, and having this type of that module, whether the switching of this from the one side to the another side, that will mitigate the amount of that cuts or the net list while from the two different type of the partitions. So in this case, the estimation pertaining to the area, pertaining to the number of the clock speed or the cycles required to perform that operations, and the size and the cost of that module. So whether that will be a minimizing the cost while switching from the one component to the another, and how many number of the cycles that will be reduced if you put the, or combine them together. So that is an important, and while making this we get that final output from the system. So as I said that there are the various type of that algorithms pertaining to this partitioning or the system partitioning or the graph partitioning. You can define any type of this nomenclature, but that important thing is that while making this group, which is also referred to as a clustering, the component and the use of this in a that can also be represented at each and every stage, what type of that cluster that has been made and whether that is sustainable up to that intermediate level. So in that case, in order to get the final optimal solutions, we may start with that multi in a middle stage, which may be a partially optimal but not an optimal. So the further refinement of that maybe allow us to get the global optimal solution. So as I said that there are the various type of that algorithm like the min cut algorithm, which is made by the Carnegie-Lin algorithm, and Fiducia-Mathesis algorithm. Okay, so or min cut ratio algorithm, simulated annealing algorithm, and genetic evolution, or that is also referred to as a genetic algorithm. So, or as I said that all this dynamic or heuristic type of the problem that can also be implemented using this linear programming. So that becomes a more simplified one, and we can get the optimal solution out of that. So various type of the tool like the Lingo and Lindo or SPSS, various type of that optimization tools are there which can be used in order to make such type of that linear programming. The important factor is that in this the integer linear programming, where all those components they are required to be in the integer format, so the challenges become more while making such type of the programming for the model which we require to design. Now here the closeness of that matrix we do require to make for that purpose the hierarchical clustering algorithm that that has been used in order to find those closeness. So I just explained you that first we do require to initialize the different type of the components and put them that these are the total number of the components which are the part of that which is part model. Out of these different type of the objects, first we put them into a group like this, okay, and then from this very group all these objects which are referred to as a partitioning or that partitioning object input which we require to compare with another one and look into that closeness loop. So again we do require to check the closeness among these two. Okay, sorry. We do require to look into the closeness. Oh, okay. First, we do require to look into this closeness while using this loop. So what happens is that so this is an n square complexity, and we do require to compute this closeness. So closeness factors may be area, power, and the delay. Okay, so these are the different type of the constraints which you require, and that can be a separate functions which you require to compute that whether that will give us the better closeness or not. So we'll give that in the tabulation format one example, so which indicates that what are those closeness, and based on that we can define or identify those objects which can be mapped together. So here in this case, once that closeness is computed, we require to accept those and put that into the another one, or just remove those components from that group because that have been already identified and put that into the next group. So we need not require to compute the closeness again between these two. Okay, but that can be put together so to identify the other type of that modules which may be combined together. So that is why this closeness further closeness computations with that set of the group which has already been combined together and that has been compared with the next one in order to find that closeness. So here is an example of this hierarchical clustering where as you can see over here that there are the different type of the group objects which are required to be look into that how that can be combined together. So initially all these groups are separated, but that the closeness factors pertaining to this different object is mentioned in the graph, and you can see where that the sum of that is having the lower closeness or the that is being reflected by this number along with the age, which indicates that this may be having a lower area, lower power, or lower delay pertaining to that connection if that has been made. In that case, the part of that components which are having the longer distance and pertaining to that cost, more cost. So in that case, how we can reduce that? That implies that that particular object which are having the higher cost that are required to be combined together to mitigate that cost and delay. So if the two different type of the components which are functioning separately from the different distance and the data from the one to the another is required to be transmitted, so in that case the number of the clock cycle would get increased. So it is better that we do require to combine them together. So nowadays what is happening, you might have observed that all these latest processor i5 or i7, so they are having this multi-core symmetric multiprocessing architecture, where that all these multi-core processors, they are having a level 1, level 2, level 3 type of the cache within the processor itself. So that implies that within the earlier that the 6 nanocycle or the 9 nanocycles are used in order to access the data from the cache memory, while putting that together with the processor itself, so that is reducing that to the 2 or 3 number of the cycles. So that is why normally when we access the data from the register, it takes only a single clock cycle. But the clock cycle implies that the number of that clocks which are required to get that data outflows from the memory. So if that has been put together within the system itself, in that case, the
coherency is also improved.
That coherency gets also improved. So in this case, as you can see that the maximal cost of this combining these two different types of the object, or object 1 and 2, which is having the maximum cost of, if we do combine together, in that case that will mitigate that cost. So we just remove this 30 part and take that average of this to the other part of that component. So in the Kargar algorithms, what we state that all those different types of component, instead of taking the average of that, we just put those lines pertaining to that connections and keep them as it is. But here that taking the average by using in the BERT compiler, that gives us that chances that having this type of that component available, that will give us the better representation of this. So as you can see over here that the object 3 and 4 were connected with the object 1, and this is giving that cost if that is 15 and 25, because this O2 is combined with the O1 and O3 is connected with the O2, O3 is connected with the O1. So the average distance between this is now becomes the 20 instead of the 25 and 15 respectively. So taking this into the account, so we do require to find that among them which is higher in the cost. So that can also be represented in this form, so that first we do require to combine those with the longer cost and then look into those other part of the components like this, and that can be tested with the other part. So you can see over here that this O3 can also be compared with the model which has been designed. Now, and that can also be represented in the form of this graph. So you can see that once that has been combined together, so in that case we get this type of that optimal solution, so that having only a single min cut. So maximally when we try to make such type of the modeling, the criteria is that the objects which are required to be combined together, we just require to make that ensure that the cost of that cut between these two different type of the partitions should be minimal. So it is in the case that the cost of this with the single edge, that is 10, and we have combined together these three different types of the components, and the hierarchy of this combination is something like this which we achieve. So but it is not necessary that we may get the similar type of that solution. So another example is this is simulated annealing. So what basically this annealing operation is, that I will first explain you, and later in that you will be able to understand. Basically this annealing is a physical phenomena where a liquid component like the silicon, which is required, means silicon dioxide or that pure silica, if it is required to be extracted from the silicon dioxide, or that that fine silica, but there are the various type of the impurities. So we do require to extract that pure silicon, which is required to be used for making a चिप. तो आपका जितनी भी ये जो सबस्ट्रेट है वो सारा आपका वो सिलिका का होता है, प्योर सिलिका का. तो उसमें हम इम्प्योरिटीज डालते हैं पी टाइप की और एन टाइप की. तो उसमें वो फिर अलग अलग जो है उसके अंदर वो पॉन्ड या जो है वो बैंक बन जाते हैं, जिसमें हम ये सारे इंटरकनेक्शंस करते हैं. तो नॉर्मली व्हाट हैपेंस दैट वी जस्ट टेक ए वन nozzle at that the top of or the pin of that nozzle. We first put that pure silicon and put that near to that liquid silicon and try to allow that to connect that. So it is basically the physical phenomena of the element that they combine together with the same particles. So in that case, all these is pure silicon particles that gets attracted together and combine the bond, and slowly this that nozzle or that the rod in which that pure silica was connected, that is a hollow shaft in which we just move that or rotate that and move slide above that. So all those pure silicon components gets together and we get that entire silicon. So within that particular shaft. So this is the way we do require to make a combinations of this together. So taking into that type of the criteria, this is simulating annealing algorithm has been derived. Basically, one important thing is that in this, whether that requires to be selected or not, we do require to use a faster computation, because if the data size is too large, you may be aware about this basic type of the programming you may have gone through in the data structure. So if the data size is too large and we do require to get the optimal solution out of that, or we do require to estimate that whether the algorithms which you are defining will perform perfectly. So in that case, we do require to apply the randomness. So among that millions of the inputs, we just require to select the 100 and try to apply our algorithms to get the solutions. And randomly we repeat these operations for at least 10 times. So in that case, the amount of the error that may occur, that will be 2 raised to the power minus 10. That means that the chances of getting error gets minimal. So in that case, the average of the 10 time operations which we make in the repetitions we take, and that will be an optimal solution. So similar type of the criteria that adaptively we and randomly we do require to select the different numbers randomly and try to look into that whether that is giving us that optimal solution or not. If it is not, in that case we repeat this operation. So this is what that criteria of the simulated annealing is, and here is this algorithms. So the criteria of deciding this again is the temperature, because we do require to reduce the temperature drastically from the 1000 to the 0 in order to extract that output. So in this case, we do require to look at different type of the object functions. While not frozen, we do require to go for the loop, and while not equilibrium, that means that if that that matches with that silicon, if it is not been there, in that case we do require to repeat these operations. Now here you can see that the type of that objects which the type of the object which we want to make or put it together. In that case, the accept first we do require to take those type random number with the temperature and the cost, and try to look into that whether that particular object fit with that tentative cost or not. and we do requires to make that acceptance using this sigmoid function. Okay, so once that has been there, in that case, either that is selected or not selected. If it has not been selected, in that case, we do require to repeat this. So basic advantage of this simulated annealing algorithm is that it gives the faster computations and give that solution which may not be an optimal one, but near to that optimal. So that is an advantage of using this which is also being used in a different type of the compilers or the synthesis tool. Here is an example of this uh, BERT compiler, which is been used, which is used in order to get uh, the better clustering. Okay, so take an example of this BERT compiler. How does it work? So because for each and every device which you want to make, first we do requires to know that what is the bandwidth of this. So take an example of this, that it is having the width length or the bandwidth of the 4, okay, or the word length is 4. That implies that all these bits which are being used that are of this nibble in size, or the data parameter which you are selecting that are in the nibble in the size. So you may be aware about this BCD balance or unbalanced type of this BCD numbers. So here in this case, the operations which is required to be performed is x is equal to a plus b. If a is equal to b, in that case, you compute this x minus y less than z, and the comparison of that would be given to the c. So you can see that this C is a logical function which requires to decide that whether that is correct or not, or 0 or 1. So having this type of the functions, the condition, if that gets message, only in that case we do requires to compute this part. Okay, so once this condition gets matches, in that case this part of this program will be executed. But the condition is that whether the resources are available with the system or not. So once that is there, in that case, we may be able to compute that. So here is an example of that there are the 4 different type of the components which are separately defined in the system, and the cost effectiveness between these two are mentioned based on the area, size, or delay, whatever that. So you can see that having a combinations of these two, 3 different type of the components, it is quite similar to that previously we have gone through, that this addition and subtraction, they are combined together because they are the same type of the circuitry, and the average of the other is required to be taken. So in this case, minus 38 with 0, because this equal is connected with the minus 1. Okay, so in this case the cost of that is 0. Okay, so in this case, first we combine this addition and subtraction and take an average of this with the other remaining component, and look into that whether that is a average or not. Once that is been average, in that case we do requires to find. So the average of this both of this edges pertaining to this submodule of the partitioning, we just requires to take into the account and look into that what will be the total minimal average cost. So here in the case that once combine this together, addition and subtractions and the equal and comparator, equalizer and comparator, you can see over here that the cost of that is 0.35. So you may be given a set of the cluster or the different type of the objects like this together, and the area respective corresponding area, sorry, okay, so the corresponding area, okay, so this may be given to you that the expected amount of the cycles. Now we do require to look into that what would be the total objective cost or function cost if that has been combined together. So you can see over here that if you make this different type of the partitioning in this with a different type of the models, you can see that the area and that amount of that cycle that gets reduces if we make the combination of the addition subtraction and separate the equal and the comparator logic. So in this case, the best among the different type of that objective function with the area and times that requires to be computed, and we get this particular solution that this the third one is giving us the optimal solution that need to be taken into the account. So once that has been taken into the account, that implies that there is a separate circuitry which is required for the addition and subtraction. There should be the separate circuitry for the comparator. There should be the separate circuitry for the for the logical operations and the combining that together or putting that to the another logic. Okay, so this is what this is three different type of the processors. So the control data flow graph, which is indicated over here, gives that a better indication, so that having such type of the design would give us the better and optimal solution. So the closeness matrix which we have talked about, that is referred to as that three different type of the factors that the size, area, or the number of the components, area, cycle. Cycle implies the delay pertaining to that type of the operation which is to be performed by that device. And as you can see that if I am putting together the multiplier and the adder together now, and that has been put in a single block or single cluster, in that case the amount of that operation that need to be performed by that cluster which is having the multiplier and as well as the adder. So multiplier, if say assume that will consume the 100 cycle and the adder would consume 25 cycles. So all those operations pertaining to that with the adder would have to wait for the 75 number of the cycle more, unless that has been computed by the multiplier. So in that case, the cost or the delay of that becomes more, and unnecessarily we are making a poor functionality in the system. So that due care or the taken shall taken into the account, so while deciding that whether that is a good criteria or not. So here is another example, so that we do require to make a different type of the objects which can be combined together and make a good solution for making this. So as I said that in a particular design or the systems, the cut list should always be minimal. So here the cut list is, earlier that was 3, as you can see over here, that 1, 2, 3. These are the 3, and here in this case the cut list is 2. So mainly this amount of the computations that need to be performed and the cost which is required, which needed to be minimized, we require to mitigate the cut list, okay, or minimize the cut list, or minimize the number of the nets which are required to connect those devices with each other. So various type of that algorithms that have also been proposed, like this greedy algorithm, hill climbing algorithm, or binary search, constrained search with the hill climbing. Variations of this is also there, which we need not require to compare, because a selective part of that is only sufficient for you. So another is this SpaceSync, which allows us this system parsening, functional parsening for the system level. So mainly the combining of this different type of the component, as you can see over here, that the devices which are slower in performance, the performance would get increased. But we do require to compromise with the cost, because the amount of the power that is needed and the amount of the cost which is required. So higher or the better the performance you require, in that case, the size of that need to be minimized, or the complexity of that device should be more, that will be more, and the cost of that device will be high. So you can see over here that the cost get increases with the performance of the system. So if you can see that the same amount of the operation which can be performed earlier with the cost of say 40 or the 30 $30, but in that case the amount of the cycles that need to be performed is more than 1100. Whereas if we increase this, we want to increase this, in that case the number of the cycles or the operation times that get reduced up to that 200 or sorry 300 microsecond, but the cost of that gets increased up to the 140. So this is the challenge that we do require to get a near to that optimal solution. So what is important that we do require to look into that, which one among these would give us a near to that optimal solution. So that is what is desirable and that will make us an optimal solution. So which may be near to that which may be near to the optimal one. So in this case the banana graph which is desirable, let me check whether I would be able to make it a polygon line. So as you can see over here that the banana graph like this which is required to be look into that. So in that case we require to find that among this which one would be the best one. So and in this case whatever that boundary which we require to make, that should be near to that optimal. So we have to look into only in this very area where we can find the optimal solution. So in summary, we have a different type of the partitioning algorithms, and we do require to get a better optimization algorithms which can perform well in the set of the benchmark circuitry. So there are the various type of the benchmarking tools and where my benchmark circuits are available. So we just require to look into that, whether that algorithm would give the better solution. And as I said that it is not necessary that whatever that solutions which you are talking about may be an optimal solution. So that may be of the local minimal instead of the global minimal solution. So I stop over here. If you have any questions, you may ask. किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो पूछ ले. Any question? अरे किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है? Okay, if there is no question, in that case I leave. Bye.